What's up, Nanner? Today's an X-Files day. Today I'm going to be reacting to episode 8, season 1 of X-Files, Ice. My first reaction to this episode was, what the heck? During the time that I've seen X-Files, I haven't recognized any of the actors, but as soon as this one came on, I recognized two actors. Denny Murphy and Hodge are played by two actors that are usually in TV shows that I've seen before. I guess that would say that X-Files is becoming a little bit more of a franchise because more actors want to have the parts in X-Files. That says a lot about how X-Files is doing as a show. In this one, there's good banter in this one, and I really like that. It's obviously a different writer because the nuances in their speeches are different. Parasite living under the skin, it gives me the creeps. It's a really good idea that there's this parasite and it causes you to have violent behavior, and it lives under your skin and it crawls under your skin and you can see it crawl under your skin. It reminded me of The Mummy, and The Mummy was actually made after this, so maybe this is actually where they got the idea for the scarabs getting under people's skin and crawling up under their skin into their head. That says a lot about X-Files and how good their stories are. This was the first episode to make me squirm, made me tense up. It was really intense from the very beginning with the two guys. They're aiming their guns at one another and then they shoot themselves, and I'm like, what the heck? Are they possessed or something? Nope, that's not it. It's that those worm things were in their bodies. But if that happened, then I want to know how on earth that they got infected. How did De Silva get infected at the end? How the worm gets into your system wasn't exactly clear, because Mulder and Scully were both exposed to that ammonia ice core and they both weren't infected. This one was a scary episode because the intensity of it was, the danger was constant. Usually in their episodes the thing has already passed. Mulder and Scully usually aren't in the middle of it, infected with it, or in imminent danger. The pressure was more apparent and the pressure was more on it, and there was a mystery of who's infected in this and who's not. That's what I liked about this episode, was a change of pace, that Scully and Mulder were actually right in the middle of it. Another thing is the two worms that kill one another. It was really interesting because humans do that as well. They kill each other. I suppose that's sort of a metaphor. Sometimes people have their differences and they can't get along, they can't get past their differences, and so they have wars and kill each other. These things are just metaphors for what a human can do, and perhaps what a monster can do. The suspense of this episode is really awesome. It comes down to the very end, and then you finally figure it out at the last moment, and things turn out alright, except for their people burn down the facility. Which brings me to the stance of Mulder and Scully, who took opposite stances on what they should do about the problem. Scully wanted the things to be eradicated because they couldn't take the risk of the thing getting out into the population, and Mulder wanted to keep the things alive and study them and learn from them. Both are valid arguments. In the end, I suppose I agree with Scully more than Mulder, because the things were very dangerous and we don't know how the men got infected. They may have gotten infected through the air somehow. Handling something that's potentially dangerous without knowledge of it is taking a risk that isn't worth taking. So in the end, the government burning down the facility is a good idea, at least in the interest of safety. If people were to be infected widespread with this would be like 28 days later, and then all of a sudden everyone would be infected and kill each other, and it wouldn't be worth it. Sometimes the truth isn't worth the sacrifice. When something that makes people not who they are.
We are not who we are. It goes no further than this. It ends right here, right now.
If we're not who we are, then we're no longer human. Mulder says it's back there 200,000 years down. Dana says just leave it there, because some things just are better left in the ice, frozen forever. Like Megatron.
If anyone else wants to see Nathaniel's reaction, you can look down in the description down below. Like and subscribe and tell your friends and react.
Anyway, that's all I had to say for today, Nanner. I'll see you later.